Here we go.
So when I think of California, there's so much different scenery. There's the beach and the desert and the city and the mountains, and there's people of all different cultures and different languages. There's a lot of different foods, different types of music, and I think I took it all in because I was so curious as a kid and so observant. I naturally have never been a follower either. I've always tended to walk to the beat of my own drum. I was a floater with friends because I loved that each group was unique and there was so much. I just always loved having a lot of different people or different things in one place, and that's California in itself. And so growing up in sort of like a tourist town of Manhattan Beach, they call it the Bubble. It's this little laid-back beach town in LA, in this big city, which is kind of a contrast in itself. So it's like you get both worlds. It's like you kind of feel like you're stuck in a small town, yet you're really not at the same time. And it was weird seeing people visit constantly, and to live in a place where people were coming and going all the time, but where I was stationed, they came because California was so big and because it screams freedom as a destination because of its variety. Because people come because of the city and the beach and the desert and Hollywood, and it made me curious because people were coming here and I wanted to go where they were going and I wanted to see what they were seeing. It was weird, I could see the planes taking off from the shoreline, yet because LAX was 10 minutes away, yet I could also see the mountains in the distance and see downtown LA. So it's kind of weird when you live somewhere and you grow up somewhere like that. So when I was 11, I got really sick and the doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong, and they didn't know if I would make it, and I was very isolated. And when you're staring at hospital walls all the time, there's nothing more beige than that. So luckily I'm super imaginative, so I kind of immediately turned to anything that could get my mind to escape from the hospital room, and that was writing and art, and music became my way of escape because I could put my thoughts on paper and my stories and make them come to life. And my whole perspective of everything changed even at that young of an age, because I realized that it wasn't about the physical things, it was about family and friends and nature and everything that made life so valuable. And I always say the first lesson I ever learned from California, from this mother-like figure, I guess, was time. And when I first started writing Gypsy Daughter, one of the lines I had in the song, which isn't in there anymore, was I learned how fast time goes by from her sunset and sunrise. And I think because I figured out so young that time was so valuable and we only had so much of it, my goal after that became, how do I make the most of my purpose on earth? And that so far has been through music and how it can change people's lives. And ironically, it's taken me from California to Nashville and other places as well. And so it all kind of came full circle when I was sitting in my room. And that's kind of where Gypsy Daughter came about. And I think it can apply to anybody because none of us fit in one box, and we're always moving. We're always changing and growing, and we all have a time limit on this earth, and we all have to make the most of it. So I think we're all a gypsy daughter in our own way.
What do you know, Joe?
Well, we just finished shooting the Gypsy Daughter music video. It's my first single off of my new record, and it's also the name of my record.
Fall off the cliff.
So it's pretty cool, I guess.
That's what they say. Are you a gypsy daughter?
I
say bye-bye. Love you. Say I love you.